Alright, so I made that shorts video a couple days ago now, talking about motivation, making sure you can motivate yourself, that you're not looking for external forces of motivation, that you can find it within yourself, because at the end of the day, the only thing that you can rely on is what you can do for yourself. And one of the reasons I'm talking about this topic is actually because of the Joe Rogan podcast. He had David Goggins on a couple days ago, and that podcast was excellent with him. He talks a shit ton about motivation and how he got himself motivated to push through all the pain that he went through. And I highly recommend you go check out that podcast. I'll have the link for it down in the description. If you guys want to go hear it, you want to hear his story, you want to see how he got to where he is, how he pushed through all of his struggles in life. Poor family growing up, he had poor lifestyle choices, and he got out of it. And definitely a great story to listen to if you yourself want to make your life better. But yeah, so make sure you're able to do that and don't push it off, because you're just going to feel worse the more and more you put it off. And I feel that fucking every day that I don't do something. I'm like, what did I do today? I didn't do shit today. And I bet you guys feel the same way. But the next day comes around and you're like, man, I should do something. And then you're like, oh, YouTube. And then you don't do anything. And then at the end of the day, you're like, man, I feel like I didn't do enough today. And that cycle just repeats over and over. And it's part of the fucking problem with shit. Again, going back to that podcast, not only did David talk a lot about his motivation, but Joe himself talked about motivation. And some of the things that he talked about was that it sucked, which David said the same thing. He said, it sucks doing this every day. It sucks getting out and doing it. You wake up and you go, man, I have to do this today, and it sucks. But then you get through it, and you feel so much better once you do it. So that's the thing. It's going to suck while you're doing it. It's going to suck thinking about it beforehand. But after the fact, you will be so much more fulfilled. You will be so much happier that you did it. You'll be so much happier that you made yourself better. And very important. Very important for your physical health, for your mental health. It's very important to get in shape. It's very important to eat better. It's very important to have healthy habits. All this stuff. And getting back to more of the roots of my channel compared to this isn't a normal video for me, but you can even apply that stuff to prepping. We always say it's better to get stuff now before it's hard, but then people are like, well, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should buy this, when I should do this, when I should do whatever. But there's certain things that are a guarantee, like food, water, currency, that kind of thing. You know you will need it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. And there are things you can buy that will guarantee that you have a security net with that. You can buy freeze-dried foods. You can buy canned foods. You can buy all this stuff ahead of time. You can buy gallon jugs of water. You can buy 24 packs of water. You can buy water purifiers. All this stuff to guarantee that you have water. You can stay hydrated. You can keep your family hydrated. All this stuff. But you also have things like silver, gold, platinum, precious metals, all this kind of stuff that you can buy with your current currency. And you know that no matter what happens to that piece of paper, no matter what that piece of paper is worth, you know that metal will have a value. And it's already shown from just a few years ago, and how much money people have made from things like silver bars and stuff that they've kept around. And a lot of the smart people are continuing to hold on to it because they know that it's just going to keep getting better. But even the people that are choosing to get rid of it, they've made a lot of money and profits, versus if you just take that money and you set it aside trying to build a reserve that way, you're going to lose money, because our currency is going down in value. Has been for a long time now. Going down in value, but that silver goes up in value, that gold goes up in value. And it's things like that, like, man, I don't know if I want to go to the silver store today, or the coin store, or whatever. I don't know if I want to go to the pawn shop. I don't know if I want to go and buy all this food right now. I don't know if I want to go buy this water. I don't know if I want to do this. And, but you go buy that stuff now, something happens in the future, and you already have it, you're going to be like, man, I am glad I went and did this, because now I'm ready. or your family even is going to be, man, I'm so glad that you went out and did this because now we're okay. And if you didn't do it, then you're going to hate yourself for it. It's one of those things, you might not like it in the moment because you're spending this money, but later down the road, you'll be so much better off. So, kind of went on a rant there, but yeah, be motivated to keep grinding, keep making money, keep getting better health, keep preparing. And I will leave that podcast down in the description. It's a great listen. If you guys enjoy podcasts, you should definitely go check it out. Awesome. And thank you guys for watching.